crime and safety. Your future depends on the right measures for crime being put in place. And I think you're mature and smart enough to realize it's not just about police and soldiers patrolling the streets. It has to start with healing ourselves and our communities and giving our at-risk youth a second chance to become productive citizens. Many of you will know a young person that the education system failed, who, if he or she had that second chance through mentorship, training, remedial education, and job placement, could become a positive contributor to our society instead of chopping and pushing badness. Time come to use your vote to change that. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Domestic violence is higher than ever. Violent crime is fed by a general lack of moral norms, discipline, and behavioral standards in this society. We must address this. Time come to establish legislation with effective mechanisms and remedies to protect survivors.
We are dealing with Georgia and I please big up yourself, my general.
Provide safe havens for the survivors of domestic violence and sexual assaults. Your vote matters.
Jamaican people want better.
Education. Education is the best antidote to poverty, passing from this generation to the next. Your vote can help to make tertiary education more accessible to everyone. Your vote can help eliminate the requirement of a guarantor for students to access a student loan. It can help to cap student loan payments at a manageable percentage of your actual income so that the state, not you, the student, bears the risks of low pay or unemployment. And if you lose your job and you're unemployed, we will suspend loan payments and tack them to the back end of your loan without any penalties. That's what your vote can do. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Our environment. We need a government that means what it says when it comes to protecting our environment. The cockpit country, our rivers, our mangroves, coral reefs, and our beaches. That doesn't just say
Do that, Nelson, Wagwan Nelson, big up yourself, my general.
But meanwhile allows what's happening here in Jamaica to destroy our natural environment.
Baby in the building, we got Carlton Grannis, a salute to you guys, big up on yourself, respect, thanks for coming through.
Is really independent.
Remember to hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen, remember to hit the like button, alright?
There are heavy penalties on big polluters who recklessly damage our country. We know climate change is real and we're willing to fight for change. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Jobs and wages. So many of you said you wanted to become successful, to help out your families and enjoy your life. Do you realize that many of the world's largest businesses today are in the same age range as many of you? Amazon is 28, Google 24, Facebook 18, Instagram 12, and TikTok is 6. New technologies will continue to disrupt and supersede existing industries. And as the world goes increasingly digital, Jamaica must not be left behind. We need our own digital transformation, bringing affordable broadband internet to every Jamaican home to help our young Jamaicans to compete and outshine their peers across the world. Your vote can help us to make those necessary changes. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote.
What's up, my baby Patricia? What's up? Like and shape the life of the people. The stream start, but the actual show no start. You understand?
Where they are tasked with an important decision. A decision that may affect not only them, but also their country.
Change gon' come, change gon' come, yes it will.
A decision to keep things the way they are.
Make sure you take it easy, you know, Patrice. The world is love, you know. Yeah. Big up my birthday in the Splash DG night place.
Or a decision that will bring meaningful change.
Change gon' come, oh yes it will, oh yes it will. Change gon' come.
We choose change.
Wesley, Wagwan, Wesley.
Access to homes and land ownership. For good health care.
There is a travel advisory issued by the U.S. State Department advising of the poor state of our hospitals and the prohibitive costs associated with accessing private health care.
And access to quality education from early childhood to the tertiary level. A change to decrease crime and give our youths a chance. A change from unfulfilled promises to renewed trust. A change from corruption to good governance.
I were in your position, I would take for myself and hand over to someone else who is not compromised.
We choose a Jamaica that is run democratically, not autocratically. We choose a Jamaica where if you break the law, you pay the price, no matter who you are. If, like me, you truly want a better future for all Jamaicans, not just a few, then make the decision to choose change for yourself, for your family, and for Jamaica.
Change gon' come.
Basic equipment not working. Hospitals and clinics are in crisis. While this government cuts ribbons, Jamaicans are being left to suffer in overcrowded, under-resourced facilities like this one. The next PNP government will change this. We're going to shift focus. We want to prioritize actual care for people when they're sick, not these mega projects with huge cost overruns and that can't finish years after they start. Refurbishing every operating theatre, creating urgent care centres island-wide so people stop waiting days for help on benches or floors. We're going to launch national screening programs to target the biggest killers of our people: cancer, hypertension, which is pressure, diabetes, which is sugar. We want to catch them early so that people's lives can be saved. We will make the investments to ensure that every parish hospital has the equipment it needs to deliver the services required by the people. And stop the outsourcing racket that leaves patients with nothing but bills and delays. And we will support our healthcare workers, not just with words, but with housing, with training opportunities, and with respect. This is not about PR. It's about saving actual people's lives. Next PNP government will deliver proper, decent health care for the people of Jamaica. Time come.
Time come.
Comrades, know the history, feel the victory.
Time come.
People, know the history, feel the victory.
Time come.
Jamaica is a beautiful Caribbean island, and beaches are part of who we are. It's not just about recreation, it's a part of our culture, it's about community, and it's about the livelihood of our people. But we have a problem. Our Jamaican people don't have access to most of our beaches. Fisherfolk are losing their livelihoods. Families are being priced out of access to beaches. The next PNP administration are going to fix this. We'll use legislation if necessary to secure beach access rights for our people.
We work closely with the tourism
Wait a Prudence, that my bono no Prudence. What's up, Prudence?
Everyone. But the principle is that the interests of the people must always come first. Our beaches are part of our natural ecological heritage. All our Jamaican people must be able to enjoy our beaches, and the next PNP administration will make sure that this is so.
Time come.
Comrades, know the history, feel the victory.
Time come.
People, know the history, feel the victory.
Time come.
Crime and safety. Your future depends on the right measures for crime being put in place. And I think you're mature and smart enough to realize it's not just about police and soldiers patrolling the streets. It has to start with healing ourselves and our communities and giving our at-risk youth a second chance to become productive citizens. Many of you will know a young person that the education system failed, who, if he or she had that second chance through mentorship, training, remedial education, and job placement, could become a positive contributor to our society instead of chopping and pushing badness. Time come to use your vote to change that. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Domestic violence is higher than ever. Violent crime is fed by a general lack of moral norms, discipline, and behavioral standards in this society. We must address this. Time come to establish legislation with effective mechanisms and remedies to protect survivors. Time come to implement support centers in every parish to provide safe havens for the survivors of domestic violence and sexual assaults. Your vote matters.
Jamaican people want better.
Education. Education is the best antidote to poverty, passing from this generation to the next. Your vote can help to make tertiary education more accessible to everyone. Your vote can help eliminate the requirement of a guarantor for students to access a student loan.
You see, I call it crew.
Student loan
Call it
payments
crew
can
zero,
be
man. The people themselves call it.
so that the state, not you, the student, bears the risks of low pay or unemployment. And if you lose your job and you're unemployed, we will suspend loan payments and tack them to the back end of your loan without any penalties. That's what your vote can do. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Our environment.
When the song gets played, it's an election year.
My God, look for the vibes, look for the vibes. People look for the vibes. Mighty God. Bang to bang to bang.
Recently when them system out and like them have a lose. But PNP did always have that. We did always have that. So this time, I'd like to invite my colleague, my friend, my brother, the soon to be returning council for the Mona division. But I will never have somebody or something that you run Mona division. So welcome, my friend, councillor. As you invite the presence of the Lord. Comrades, this is time to be silent. To be silent. You know, many of us, when we go to church, and you know, you love the night. But the Lord has a way to speak to us when we are silent. So we're going to just start the proceedings this evening. Just remembering what I would say is our own weaknesses as people. We have to acknowledge that before God. But Lord, we just want to give you today
At the microphone, I give some trouble, people. I don't mean here. I feel them system of the trouble.
this prayer is directed. You want to raise a Samsung? Alright, which one you want to raise?
You know, someone want to give a special shout out to Miss Prudence Allen for the donation that she just sent me a while ago. Thank you so much, Prudence, for your awesome support. You understand? Big up yourself. And I do have the other donation for the drone. So big up yourself. Thank you so much again. Alright? Prudence. Oh, that 2-6, we are doing it, big up. Come on, special shout out to Prudence and Patricia Allen, big up here. Word is love.
I will follow where my calling lead me. Giving us Marky G, for giving us Mark Golding, our comrade leader. And we ask, Lord, that you just continue to guide him, just as you guide us as comrades. Lord, we give you thanks for just who we are in our broken vessels, as we say it sometimes. But Lord, especially as we come towards this election time, we ask you, okay, we ask you, dear God, just to be us in terms of guiding our thoughts, in guiding our actions. But especially, Lord, we ask you to guide, as we say, our thoughts, to make sure that when the time comes, when that time comes and we go to the election booth, we will remember what we have to do is to vote PNP, and that should be our guidance. So God, we give you that thanks, we give you that praise, and we just give you tonight's proceedings. We ask that you keep everybody safe and sound, and this we ask in that precious name of Jesus. Amen and amen.
Right now, I see our mayor making his way on the stage, and I see some other senior members making them way. But by the serious part now, you have me tune? Alright, let me tell you the thing serious now. It's not the time for your two friend and company, everybody. It's not the time for you to par and go every type of party now. A serious time now. You know, this summer you don't make everybody just dry if you have no little full conversation. Tell them say me busy. Me have me canvas work for do. Me need to send in me list. Me need to know me 8 o'clock vote and me 6 o'clock. Hey, me need to organize me thing. Right now if I don't PNP business, nobody talk to me.
That's how it goes on. We just link up with that mineral boss. You know, go inside mineral. Progress. We know you know nothing with you. If you're not showing no progress, man, figure.
A serious time with the
fact now. We just link up with that mineral boss. You know, go inside mineral. Progress. We know you know nothing with you. If you're not showing no progress, man, figure through life without no stress. Be friends with some people that's hopeless. Because them and them progress things and them school. I just saw them tongue tan.
Can't stop, he not worry about them. I mean, you're the boy, me granny say fit.
Yeah. Play me tune from zero. Play it from zero then.
When I ride, Jah guide me.
We provider.
Can you make
that
me
teacher would have fucked them. That teacher would have fired.
The man I kind of go hard with them song, you know. But the place loud, the man could have won. Mighty God.
real jokes them. When the
time come, some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
You could have called it.
Well, I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Look for the scenes, man.
Some people they are trying to watch me out and see what I want. But see me real comrade them right now. You see me real comrade them.
Yeah, Shaggy. Yeah, boss.
Are we say family? Bop, 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 bop. We say family. Give it to the end of the family start. The real sister and brother them. Can't lift up my sister them. I hope them would have just start the show right now and ease off our music, you know, guys. I want if I work with the music thing, you know, on the copyright strike them, you know, and the notification them, you know. Brother, I want to fix things, you know, Jesus, man. Nelson, we are dealing with yo, the man them a party, hey. It's a vibe, you know, brother. But you'll never catch me at any of these events. I'm telling you right now, ain't no way.
Right now, nobody there from the banks, nobody there from close to the river banks, nobody at all. Alright, so my friend them here, press play upon that one. Cause them things are recorded. Let's still there.
Still we irie, come in all of life.
That's why we keep to ourselves, you know, cause we know so everybody now go like we, you know, on that time.
Me do it for the love, and I do it for the light. Sweet for the love, and I do it for the light. Sweet for the love, and I do it for the light. Sweet for the love, and I do it for the light. Make them know success don't come overnight. Don't make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, and I do it for the light. No for them love light. Social media type. While I say they studio advice. Me never put them up on no flight. And me never see them a live no tour life. You when you have so much life.
The real cover them right now. What we tell the people?
Simple me we not ready. If you put the music first, while we they on the war and the hype. We are work and solve. When you see yes and I see I. And every tune when we ever write. And every show where we end night.
What we do? Send it to Wagwan. Do it for the love, we not do it for the Monks Melo. Too much dignitary there now. Too much big name there now. Well, I forgot to get serious and fix up myself and try out my sweat now. But before me start welcome them, make I tell you something what me know about my comrade them in an Eastern Sentence. And all the time we loud and excited because sometimes the thing not perfect. But you see this second candidate come and say we have to do some real work. Everybody just get up and brush off and wash them orange shirt and clean off them orange hat and step out. Press play.
Me no got nowhere.
No.
Me there same way, yeah. Me no got nowhere. Yo, the gangsta, they up on the gully's line.
The gangsta them there, the thing alright. Press play again.
Me no got nowhere.
Alright, boy, I really serious.
They up on the gully side. If you want to know where you find me, shoot.
Some people in the stuck up. I'm gonna rock me. Young public.
Trouble. No more choice.
Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing.
Turn up.
If you want things, we really get nice. Now are the time to make the right choice. If you want things, we really get nice. Now are the time to make the right choice.
Now is the time, now is the hour. Choose PNP for people power. Now is the time, now is the hour. Choose PNP for people power.
I beg you, turn up the thing.
Me say we turn up the thing.
Let's some nice in the council. The council of the PAPINE division.
Step up and wave your flag. Come step up and wave your rag. Step up PNP, we don't come to play. Step up to work for a better day. Step up, come out to vote. Make sure you're on the winning boat. Step up, vote PNP. Progress to Jamaica, progress to we.
Swim, Peter, swim, Julian, swim, Mark, swim, Peter, Philip, swim, Angela, swim, Ian, swim, Paulwell, swim, Azad, swim, Luther, swim, not like this, swim, Bob Sammy, swim, Jemma Wiki, swim, BNP, swim, everybody, swim. Like a boot room, so we put them at the tree, them a rubbish, bunch it, put them up in a heap, anyway music a play and anyway dance a keep me a swim, swim, you see, bunch in a sweep, Satan a sweep, Julian a sweep, Mark and Peter, Philip, sweep. Angela sweep, Ian a sweep, Paul will a sweep, Alan a sweep, Luther, you
Go on with it. Yo, easy. Are you kidding me? Ghost. Yeah. So we are coming here.
When the time come, some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Welcome to Eastern St. Andrew. This is easily one of the most important constituencies in Jamaica and we love. Right here, so we call the University Belt. And the people who manage this belt are the people who decide the future of not just Jamaica but the Caribbean. And we need to ensure, say, it's well taken care of. So it's time for you to help us bring in a lady who is going to ensure that this university belt, not just of Jamaica but of the whole Caribbean, is able to deliver what it needs to deliver throughout this Caribbean and world. The first person I'm going to call to make a presentation is a fairly young man, because I'm old now, I'm older than him, so I'm still fairly young. My good friend from a group we call the Patriots. These are the young professionals of this organization. I want you to welcome him like Eastern St. Andrew, ready to win from last year, the year before. Paul Beard! Paul Beard! Paul Beard!
Alright, so we have public a step in the bridge here. I tell you, powerful. Powerful.
I want to greet you well from the PNP Patriots. It is good to be in Eastern St. Andrew because we're bringing it home for the People's National Party, and Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Patrice, you have to do it, man.
His Worship the Mayor, Comrade Swaby. I want to greet Comrade Donna Scott Motley, your councillor, Comrade Darrington Ferguson, all the comrades on the platform, all the warriors. Comrades, I want to start good tonight because me hear some other party a quote scripture that is not in the Bible. I want to know where Goliath get 4 sons from. I want to know where David fought the 4 sons of Goliath. That is nowhere in the scripture, but I want to leave scripture with you tonight. And I want to go to Romans chapter 8 verse 18. And Romans chapter 8 verse 18 says, for I reckon that the suffering that we suffer now cannot be compared to the glory that will be revealed in us on election night. The People's National Party will celebrate as the next government of this country.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing.
Hold on. I'm happy there is no camera here because I'm supposed to be in church tonight. But I want to stay in scripture because if them say anything, I was at church. And I was with my brothers and sisters from the People's National Party. But verse 28 of Romans 8 says, for all things work to good for them who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. And I want to leave a word for your next member of parliament. I know she hasn't arrived as yet, but she's hearing. I want to leave a word from verse 31. It said, what shall we say in all these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? And comrades of Eastern St. Andrew, I want to leave verse 37 with you. It's saying all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loves us. So we send in a message to the Minister of Pro Box that time come for the people of Eastern St. Andrew to get good representation. Time come to stop drive Pro Box. Time come to invest in young people. Time come to invest in the university capital. And I want to send a message to a man who have a packing bag now and leave King's house or Jamaica house. I want to send a message to him tonight. Andrew, the people of Eastern St. Andrew is ready for the election. The people of Jamaica is ready for the election. Andrew, call the election because the young professionals are ready. Teachers are ready. The police are ready. They are ready to go with Golden. They are ready to go with the People's National Party. So I say, comrades, time come for you. Time come for the people of Jamaica. Time come for us to live our dreams. Time come for the people of Jamaica to champion the change. The word is love.
Give me faith, hey.
Jesus, give me fire member parliament. Country. The next, I mean, I'm gonna tell them if you are gonna get the ministry here, me hear a bird that says something, so me not gonna say nothing yet. Here? Alright. But Eastern boss is here. Welcome. No, we have forgot to zero with that one there with the volume. Let me tell you why. You see now the last election, the parish council election, the green man make up his mind. Say if I one seat him have to win is PAPINE. When him realize that it's money where they don't make no sense, him go buy out somebody else who believes that them are gonna mash up with vote. Them throw money back and money front and money behind money after the person. Not care how much walk them walk and talk them talk. PAPINE division look upon them and say no way, time come. And the man who champion the cause to run them out and make them know say green man no belong. Yes sir. Welcome him on stage, Councillor Darrington Ferguson.
Love and hate can never be friends. So no. Here I come.
That is funny, honey.
Thank you. Eastern, are you ready? Eastern, are you ready? PAPINE division, are you ready? Augustine, are you ready? Tavan, are you ready? Mona, come on, are you ready? I want to tell you some Hermitage ready for all the change. Hermitage ready for the change. Are you ready? Let me all protocol observe on the platform, and I want to say thanks to our energy boss Otis.
PAPINE, it is good to be here once again. What a difference I hear make. Because I'm glad my boss from the cases is on the stage. Because I come to talk some things tonight. Because we have been working for the last year and 4 months. And we have been doing a lot of things. And some people run with it. And everything we do, them come take photo up and say them do it. And I'm glad my boss is here. Because I want to tell them that the member of parliament for Eastern Central have nothing to do with the development in the market. So we want to mash down that lie. When I came in this division, the PAPINE division was dark like midnight. And my boss can tell you when I got up and I cried to them in the meetings, and I said to them, as a representative of PAPINE, I felt like a stepchild, where every month over 600 and 700 lights were fixed, and not one in the division. If you cannot fix them, give us solar light. And let I tell you something. I see the minister came and he walked. He did not invite me. And a week later, I see them run up and down. So they were fixing them and put up solar light. And but I have a warning for them. Comrade Khalid, they did not even put one in Batangola. Not one. They did not put one in Mola, come on. And I'm going to show them that the time come which part every single person in this constituency is treated fairly. And that is why we are not going to ask them. We are going to tell them to pack their bags and go. Comrades, from last week I see them roll up and down. And them continue to do a green clock and an orange clock and a poster war. But that no win election. That no win election. Because we know what is it to do the work on the ground. Because the last time we came to an election and they spend and they spend. But we knew that when you're a son of the soil and when you are bonded with the people, you are family, and we don't let down family. That is why I say to you tonight, give me a member of parliament that I can work with, and I will make sure that the constituency and the PAPINE division continue the development and the trajectory that it is on today. When we look at our roads, for the last month, my boss has given me a road to do. And when we went to the road, I can't believe it. The pipes that are under that road is asbestos. And those are almost 40 years those roads have not worked on. And up to now, we can't get the water commission to address it. We are saying to them, my boss, I'm going to ask you to write them again for me, because I need the road to fix. Because we are going to fix the road them one by one in this division and continue to do so until every single one is done. We came in the division and we did our audits, not only audits in street lights, but we did audit on the supply of the water. I wanted to learn that almost 50% of the division don't have proper water supply pipes. We're going to have to change that. We're going to have to change that. Because water is life. Right? And I'm glad you're here. Because even the people in Hermitage suffer from proper water supply. They suffer from proper water supply because the water pipes have not been changed for decades, and that must change. Comrades, I want to tell you this. I have a running mate that I believe in. And I have a lady, and I trust her judgment. Because when it comes to Patricia Duncan Sutherland, she's one of the best candidates I have ever worked with in my political life. And I want to say to you, I thank you last year in the local government.
And I'm going to make sure that I thank you from tonight, because I know you are going to deliver when the time comes. And I say to the Jamaica Labour Party and Andrew Hollis, if you think you're bad, call it. If you think you're bad, Andrew, call it. Because Eastern St. Andrew will be returning in the People's National Party column. Comrades, I want you to learn this, and when you hear the Labour talking, I want you to say to them that out of the last 20 years they have been in charge of the affairs of this constituency for 16. The People's National Party only had it for 4 under Comrade Andre Hilton, who did very well in his 4 years. So when they talk about development is stagnant, development is stagnant under the Jamaica Labour Party, because they just don't care about the people of Eastern St. Andrew. I say to you tonight, comrades, when you leave here tonight, go in the byways, go on the highways, go high and go low. Remember, look at our budget presentation from all our speakers. Look at the proposal from the People's National Party. In our constituency, we suffer from social housing. We suffer from as much as you see it. When you look at part, and I leave the big people them to talk about that, but I have to touch a little, because I am feeling it. Because when they call my phone and call to make sure that food is in the house, I have to talk about it, that it is not enough. So we need a better support system for our Jamaicans. Comrades, I want to say to you that there's so many things to talk about tonight that we are not getting in this constituency, and that is the reason why I want you to make sure that Patricia Duncan Sutherland is the next Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Andrew. Thank you, comrades.
One general, PAPINE boss. I tell you, I've got to get myself together. Trouble, calm down.
A long time.
Time come. Some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Why, Bolo? Some are go charge for corruption.
Time come. Some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
One bag of chatting when PNP attack up, you're cheering and clapping. Slide the gate, sister B, get the party a cracking beat.
You live the life you love.
Hey, hey, hey.
You love the life you live. Everything you have in my job will give.
Jump.
Breathing.
I bring them.
From job to
bounce with you.
With them black, purple, blue, or white, let's get together and unite.
Oh, you mean? Ready. I tell you,
Can't stop your Selassie, I know. Yeah! Lord of mercy.
Calm down, brother.
Come and special dedication to one farmer. Whether you live a sentence or in a Nova.
I tell you.
That this is Mr. Cat.
Oh, respect, disrespect.
That is funny, honey.
So, we have to organize ourselves a little bit because too much crowd there. The front of the stage crowded, so the people my foreigners say them can't see we good because the front. But we know why you move here. Well, we don't look good, we know alright. So we alright now, we look a little better. Tell me, my foreign people them. We alright? We alright, right, sir? Alright, because foreign want to say we good. Welcome, regional chairman. It's good to see you, sir. soon to be MP, now councillor. It's good to see you, sir. So at this time, we have some comrades where we want to see a little thing, but we're going to do it a little different. Press play for me, please, and thanks.
My name is Colleen Bernard, and I am from the Mona Commons community. As I say, I am 52 years old, been living here
Big up, Colleen.
Like forever. My community is a place where, you know, we can build, because we have two universities in our community. We have the University of West Indies and we have UTEC. We have all different type of people in here, nurses, doctors, everybody. If you look around, you see the kids playing. What I would like in my community though, we would like some development. In my community, I would like one thing to be at the forefront, land title. We need our titles, because I would really like to get the land title, because, you know, passing it down to my generation, my daughters, you know, building up your own home and not knowing when they are going to even come and say, you don't own this land, so you have to leave. I'm excited. Right here in Mona Commons, Patricia gives me hope. I can live my dream and build my dream. Thank you, Patricia. You're a darling.
Yeah.
My name is Colleen Bernard, and I am from Mona Commons community.
Engineer, fix it.
I am 52 years old, been living here.
All right. Work with me, the engineer, big school.
Good day, I am Joy Francis. I am from...
All right. So at this time, a serious part. We're serious from night, but no, we'll bring on a national representative. This is the man who in a short time, you reach here yet? He has made amazing change to this place we call Kingston and St. Andrew. And one of the places where him love like him own a yard is PAPINE. Help me welcome the man who has absolutely changed PAPINE already, and he might change it again and again, and the rest of Kingston. His worship, Mayor Andrew Swiabe.
Thank you. Comrade Chairman, Comrade, next Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Andrew, Comrade Regional Chair, who is here in the capacity to tick off other comrades on the platform. Comrades from Eastern St. Andrew, let me hear you. Comrades from Eastern St. Andrew, let me hear you. That does sound right. That does sound right. Hear me now. Hear me now. A long time, me not feel this way about Eastern. A long time. I don't know me talking straight. So start to feel a wind of change. Let me hear your comrade from Eastern St. Andrew. Good. All right. All right. All right. Comrades, hear me now. Let me tell you how I feel tonight. I take you back to last year. I think it was about the 5th of February.
at Tony Spalding Complex. When the victory look us straight in the eye, this is how I feel tonight. Because I'm saying that Eastern is coming back home to the People's National Party. And comrades, I don't make no apology about it. I try to lead a municipality in the best interest of the municipality. Because if I lead it in the best interest of the municipality, the People's National Party will get some benefits from it. And that is what I try to lead. So let me tell you some things that I am not ashamed of. We all remember how Professor Carlin Cooper used to write every Sunday about the PAPINE market. The garbage there, the golden by the road there, so pack up. The cabbage center and all this, it stink. The tile it couldn't use. And I can tell you, look at the back.
One, hold on.
Look at the market now. So Fable can talk all she wants to talk. All she wants to talk. Because I know that she's in the Beverly Hills WhatsApp group and she have heard the comments of the commendation from the KCMC about the market. So make she talk what she want to talk. And you know what is funny? You know what is funny? I don't believe she had ever asked Delroy Williams one day about the market. I don't believe that she had ever encouraged Delroy Williams one day about the market. Look at the market now. Comrades, I hear the labor right them. I ask some more resources at the KCMC.
No, you're mad.
But here what happened now.
Go.
Let me tell you how hypocrite them be. Let me tell you how hypocrite they are. Because some years ago we moved a resolution. We give each councillor $12 million annually. They voted against it. The laborers then voted against it. Now they are asking about it. I'm coming. As soon you know what I want. But just remember that uno collect the people them, uno hold on for the people in retention for years and no pay them. And no left it for me to pay. So I have to clear the bills. Because them are bills from 2021. So I have to clear it. I can't jump on it. And trust me, them now get it, we just get so. They have to show work for what they get. So tell them just ease off. Ease off. Comrades, look for the markets them in general now. The markets them couldn't use. Now if you're going about 10 markets now, you can't use them. They're clean as a whistle and then fix up. The last one that was fixed up was Constant Print Arcade. This week I open it. So let me say this to you. I don't want to be a mayor for just mayor's sake. I want to leave a legacy that is in the interest of the Jamaican people, in the interest of Kingston St. Andrew. So when them are beat upon me, when them coming after me not pay them no mind. Me never get elected to answer them. Me get elected to represent the people of Kingston and St. Andrew. So let me tell you now, we are on a mission. And the last thing I want to say, I have a lot of respect for the present Minister of Local Government. A lot. But here, that respect no amount to that I don't want to see the back of him. I want to have a PNP Minister of Local Government. So your contribution tonight and your contribution on election day is give we one additional person from Region 3. I just the Eastern, so I talk about Eastern alone. So give us pot and we will increase the number. Because Mark Jefferson Golden must be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And Mark Golden don't want to be Prime Minister for himself. He wants to be Prime Minister in the interest of the Jamaican people. So comrades, these guys now let you get it easy. Them have too much at stake. Some are noble and some are not. What we need to do is to make sure we go there, we pull out the votes, we do our canvas, we remain visible, we talk about the good things of the People's National Party, we talk about the plans for the People's National Party, and if we all do that, comrade, and stay united, I am sure that victory will be ours. Thank you, comrade.
Welcome! The mayor! By the way, hold on, no, sir, no, calm down, pull it down. Who that just touched the stage? The next Minister of Finance, the real Minister of Finance, just touched the stage. Hey. Calm down.
When Jesus says, nobody can say no.
When do not get me excited, because Jesus said yes to we know. When you realize that the last time the green man called, guess what? No COVID now keep again. We masked. Hello. What a joy and happiness. You heard earlier that there is a certain senior comrade here who is here to tick off the list. We call him the Dean of Discipline of the People's National Party right now, not just the region. So welcome the regional chairman for this great region, the most winningest regional chairman. Welcome, comrade Des.
So you beat them, so you mistreat them, so you
again. We then need the general who look for people are smile again. From active straight to Kencat, do what you feel like. Rock the man, let Dennis make the place nice. Hello, wait Dennis, hello, say Dennis the general signal now. Every talk from McDonald Lane, Maxfield Kencat say the same. Lindos Road, right back to Payne from a Dennis at the general. Signal the place, hey, signal the place, make me signal the place.
Check Eastern St. Andrew. Your Worship, the Mayor, Comrade Julian Robinson, the next Finance Minister, Senator Donna Scott Motley, the next Minister of Justice, and I give you the next Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Andrew, Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland. Be no discipline, don't go no further. Welcome the East Rural Boss, East Rural next MP, many people MC you.
Step up and wave your flag. Come step up and
Comrades, my task tonight is to assess whether or not Eastern St. Andrew will be in the willing column of the People's National Party. The first thing you do as a leader is to recruit credible candidates. The second thing you do is to ensure that the work is done. And I'm saying Eastern St. Andrew. It sounds like the big boss is almost here. Okay. So when I assess the energy of the crowd, I can say with some confidence that we are going to be sweeping the 5 seat in the Eastern Belt. So, Comrade Dana, join me. Comrade Peter King, join me here, quickly. Come, Patricia, sorry. Patricia. No, comrades, I can account for East Central St. Andrew. I am now accounting for East Rural St. Andrew. And I have checked the box for Eastern St. Andrew. Comrades, Eastern St. Andrew is now home, so that make it 9. We now have 6, and we have captured East Rural, Eastern, and Central Kingston. So we are now at 9. And I have good news for you, because I am optimistic that I can get 10. Because West Rural St. Andrew is also on the list. Yes. So comrades, my task is completed. We have selected quality candidates. They are putting in the work and they are ready to lead. So comrades, if you're ready, say we are ready for Mark Jefferson Golden. So comrades, one more time. Are you ready for Mark Jefferson Golden to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica? Everybody! March, we are march, march. March, we are march. Hey, everybody! The party leader is here! The next Prime Minister is here! Block your road! Alright, that's where I come from, ready! Hey, Maria! We are ready. Hey, hey, ready. Hands up. We're ready. Hands up. Yeah, we're ready. Hands up. We're ready. Hands up. Yeah, we're ready. Flags up. Go,
Golden, you ready for the road?
Bounce, 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 bounce. Hey, bounce, bounce.
Golden, you
ready for the road? Eastern St. Andrew, are you ready?
Tell them go with golden, go with golden, go with golden, go with golden. We go with golden.
Choice from what year? Some party I use with song, but you see our papa, you see our dada, you see our party leader. Right, yes, sir. You see we boss, my father. Sure. Grandma, I'm good for see you, sir. I'm good for see you, sir. I come talk strong when them put fire upon money. Come talk strong when them put people in a born of Jamaica upon money. All them wicked, so. Besides, we clean, decent leader. Michael Manley come put other man will come from other place for our money. Them are wicked. Anyway, let me get back to the program, because the boss is here. The boss is here. Before you hear from Marky G, you have a gentleman who will have to take on a role after Patricia send home the other lady and tell her, say, go and go do what you're good at. Because you're never good at education. You're worse than know about finance. You cannot manage the constituency. So after we send her home, somebody have to take over and fix Jamaica. Welcome your next Minister of Finance, Julian.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand.
Time come. Some are got charged for corruption. Oh yes.
And soon to be Prime Minister, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. Your Member of Parliament in waiting, Comrade Trisha. The distinguished comrades on the platform and the warriors of the People's National Party. One love. Comrades, apart from my own constituency, Eastern St. Andrew is the closest constituency and the most dear constituency to me. The first place I lived was Mona Heights. The first school I went to was Hope Valley Primary School. After I left Mona, I lived in Hope Pastures. My entire life has been here in Eastern St. Andrew. Every week I go to Wayne the Barber right across there. So Eastern St. Andrew has been probably the most central constituency in my own life and my own upbringing. And importantly, I still vote in Eastern St. Andrew. And Trisha knows the 3 votes at my house will be for her whenever the election is called. Eastern St. Andrew is critical to ensuring that Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden becomes the Prime Minister. So
we have to ensure that we tie up our organizational work. If we need to complete the canvas, if you need to go and talk to people, do it now, because we don't know when the date is. And the reason why winning is important is not because any of us seeking power for our own self. We want to win because we are committed to transforming this country to make it better for all Jamaicans and not just a few. We want to build an economy where every Jamaican child can participate in. And as such, our first task has to be to fix the education system, to ensure that every child who leaves primary school can read, can write, and can do some maths. That is our commitment. Because it is only then, by having that we can build the kind of workforce that will improve our productivity, grow our economy beyond the 1%, and move us up to 4 and 5%, so that we can provide the kind of services to make your life better. We are committed to, in education, ensuring that every child who is in need gets a meal per day when they go to school. I remember at Hope Valley, as a little boy, I remember getting my Nutri-Bun, I remember getting the cherry malt milk, right? And I had it. Everybody got it. And we are going to ensure that every single child, because a study done by the United Nations, the Food and Agricultural Organization, has said 55% of Jamaicans suffer from moderate to severe food insecurity, which means that they cannot afford to eat what they're supposed to eat each day. That is a shame in a country like this. We have to correct that. We are further going to go for those you live in the heart of a university town. UTech is right here and U is down there. We are saying to tertiary students who go through, pass them CXC, pass them CAPE, and can make it to university, we're going to make it easier for you once you need to borrow money from the Student Loan Bureau. We are going to tie your repayment to whatever your income is. So if, for example, your income only allows you to pay $20,000 a month, but your payment is supposed to be 30, we will allow you to pay the 20 once you come in, and you will not be considered to be in default. Why is that important? Because if you're considered to be in default, you're going to get a bad credit score, and when you need to go buy a car or a house, you're going to be in a problem. We're going to extend the moratorium after you leave and finish your degree, so that you have more time to pay off that. And our most transformative policy, for if you are the first in your family to make it to university, the People's National Party will offer full scholarship to you, so that we can break generational poverty and allow you to lift yourself up in life. We are also committed. We recognize that every Jamaican wants to own their own home, and that has become a challenge, even more challenging over the last 9 years. So we are committed to building 10,000 homes every year, and we're going to work with developers. The government is the largest owner of land in the country. We're going to identify those lands, put in the infrastructure, whether it's water, sewage, and roads, and then work with developers to deliver those units at a cost that will allow you to go to NHT. You, whether your husband, your boyfriend, you can put together and pay down on that house, and you can own your own house. But we're going further. We know young people have it hard. So we are establishing a fund of $1 billion per year, which will allow us to give a grant of $500,000 to each qualified young person who is an NHT contributor, so you can put that money to paying out on your house. So comrades, we're going to reform education. We're going to make it easier for you to own your own home. We're putting $1 billion in a fund for cultural and creative industries. So if you're a singer, if you're a dancer, if you're a potter, painter, we will put the money in a fund that will allow you to build and expand your business. Because when we look at the people who have put Jamaica on the map, the people who have made Jamaica punch above its weight, those are the persons, the athletes, the entertainers. We are going to support them by a $1 billion a year fund to support those businesses. We are saying to micro, small and medium-sized enterprises, we're going to waive corporate income tax for the first 3 years of your business so that you can focus on building your business without having to worry about paying income tax. And in that way, by giving you that incentive, we will have more businesses being built. And once more businesses are being built, the economy will grow and we'll be able to make a better life for you. And comrades, as I close, we committed to running a government of ethics and integrity. And the reason we're doing that, when people thief your money and you go to UC and you have to sit down and wait and sit down on a tough chair because there's no bed, that is the cost of thieving. When you have to wait for hours on a bus because we don't have enough JUTC bus, that is the cost of thieving. When you go to your fitness school and they don't have the supplies there, that is the cost of thieving. When you can't get your road fixed because the resource is not there, that is the cost of thieving. So comrades, I said to you, get ready. We don't know when the date will be, but you have the responsibility to deliver Eastern St. Andrew on behalf of the People's National Party and ensure that our leader, who knows this constituency better than most of you, can go and walk up Duke Street with Trisha, with me, with Dennis, with Patrick, because while I go and come through in Southeast, I want Eastern, I want East Rural, I want Central Kingston to come with us, so the Eastern belt of the corporate area will be returned to the People's National Party. One love, comrades, one heart.
Because some people don't understand. You know, the entire green people them afraid of it, right? But if a one minister in waiting, the green man himself afraid than anybody else is the next person I'm bringing on. You know, say, him dash friend the political ombudsman. You know, say, him fight hard to keep him lady where them say supposed to prosecute people. You know, hear him change up every law to try keep himself safe, because the day that the trumpet sound and the People's National Party coming, there will be weeping and mourning and national teeth, because we Minister of Justice must put him up with that. Welcome our waiting Minister, Dana Scott Batley.
So you be
time come, some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Why, Bolo? Some of the charge the corruption.
When the time come, some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Chairman, Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland, the next Member of Parliament for this great constituency.
my beloved comrade leader, Comrade Mark Golding. All the distinguished comrades seated on the platform. Comrades, before I greet you, I want you to look good at the comrades seated on the platform. Those are the comrades who will be leading us into victory. But victory cannot be achieved unless you, the comrades of this noble party, are there stepping along with us, holding our hands and guiding us, because without you there is no we. I salute you, comrades, because just as the wind is blowing now, there's a wind of change blowing through Jamaica. Everywhere there's a wind of change. Every community in Jamaica, when you go there and you see the comrades, your heart overflow, because they are ready. They are ready to get out and mark their X. They are ready for a change in this country. And comrades, when I come to you tonight, I come to you with the DNA of the People's National Party. I come to you in the spirit of Norman Washington Manley. Norman Washington Manley, who founded this party, was a man who went into politics as a rich lawyer, and when he left politics he was broke. And you know why? He had integrity. He came to serve. He reflected every one of you in front of me, serving with dignity, with the people at the center of his heart, always putting the people first. And when you look at our leader here on this platform, you see reflected in him, reflected in all of our candidates, the DNA of Norman Washington Manley. We don't have no jackets in the PNP. In the PNP we have no jackets. We have people who are committed to building a Jamaica that works for all of us. And let me spend a minute telling you about the government now leads, which now leads us. I tell you that without justice there can be no peace, because each one of you must feel that the party that leads you treats you with respect, sees you and leads you with dignity. When we talk about the Constitution, we are talking about your rights. We are talking about your power. We are talking about your authority. And these people, all they do every day is break the Constitution. If they did listen to us as PNP, they wouldn't block it, so you know. Because when they were doing NIDS, we sat in the Senate until 1:20 Saturday morning, because we were trying to correct them and to tell them that what they were doing was against the Constitution. They never listen, so what we do? We just take them to court and win it. When we told them, when our leader told them that states of emergencies were illegal, they never listen. So what we do? We just take them to court and win it. Every time they break the Constitution, PNP steps in to protect the people. We don't want any dictatorship in this country. We want somebody who can be certified to lead us. And I want to say this because I know you have to listen to your MP and you have to listen to your leader. I just want to ask one dege question. You know what a dege is? One dege question. I noticed that Parliament was scheduled to end on July 2nd, and suddenly now everything rush up and Parliament is ending on the 24th of June. You see, the Integrity Commission report, which disclosed that 8 of them were under investigation for illicit enrichment under the law, must be tabled by the 30th of June. What are they hiding from? Why are they locking down the Parliament before the 30th of June when they had planned for the 2nd of July? What can go so? But we the people with the power in our might, we the people with the power in our hand, we the people with the power in our fist, will tell them time come. Your time come. It done now. Make way for a leader with integrity. Make way for a government who puts people first. Make way for a government who says time come for Jamaica, for all of us. The word is love.
Right now, one senator Scott Matley. Here, remember good no man. Remember good no man. Whenever you hear the I Minister of Justice that you know the people are going away, listen up. That go bitter.
When the time come, some are go charge for corruption.
You can't fool all the people. So now you. Why you must so? Hey. Come on now, people. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Who do not see the thing that we are going to Jamaica? Who do not ready to fix back Jamaica? Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Sing it out from the cupboard them.
Get up, stand up.
Hey, hey, hey.
Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up.
Don't give up the fight.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
This is not just fighting for PNP. This is fighting for Jamaica. Fight for your picking them.
Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is on the earth.
Oh, I know.
Don't know what life is really worth. It's a all
that glitters is gold.
After story.
So what the comment never gonna do?
So now you see the.
Tell me why you do. Calm down. Trouble. 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 Some people there, no man. We can't big up everybody one time. But me just see me former member of parliament, the last great MP of this Eastern St. Andrew. Somebody make some noise to my friend, make him step out. Come on, Ethan. All the people them see a good for them, man. Andre. So the arm them did loud. All know me I get text from Andre for come a meeting. Eastern meeting. How would that Beverly? Is Lady Beverly? Hi Lady Beverly. Comrade Beverly. Good to see you. So it's time to bring on a young comrade. Well, when you do the maths, he would have won the last election if it was a general election. It is the MP who has supported a councillor who has given us the KSAMC that has allowed us to now be fixing Kingston and St. Andrew. And the but me not tell lie. And when me say it or not, hey, the next member of parliament for East Rural St. Andrew is Patrick Peter King. Welcome in.
Fix this. I'm on the mush them like a pit bull. Mix with a ratty. Tap them like a rifle. Mix with a...
Good night, comrades of Eastern St. Andrew. Big up on yourself. Comrade Patricia, I got trespass a bit. Comrades of East Rural St. Andrew. Comrade Chairman, big up yourself. Comrade Party Leader, my senior, Comrade Donna Scott Motley. Is she senior? I mean at the Justice Ministry, you know. I'm the junior and she the senior. And whenever I go form government, them a have problems over there. Comrade Julian, who always a help with in East Rural St. Andrew, enough respect. And all, well, Mr. My council out at the back. Comrade Vivian, stand up with the people them say. Me and Vivian I give them a whole heap of problems in East Rural St. Andrew. They say them like to the two of we together because them know when them see we, the writing is on the wall that East Rural is coming to the PNP once them call the next general election. Comrade Party Leader, enough love and respect. And I must tell you comrades, Comrade Patricia is the lady at the moment. And once Patricia came in this constituency, I was happy because I found a friend and we work together good in this era. And when I say so, Comrade Patricia, what I want to say to all of you is one uptown. One uptown. One uptown. Turn up the ting. Turn up the ting. I hear Juliet say she don't have a campaign in East Rural St. Andrew because she go and campaign in Eastern to bring home Fayetteville. And she go and campaign in West Rural to bring home the next Juliet. But I can tell you one thing. If she thinks she bad, she left East Rural St. Andrew. Because when she come back, nothing left up there for her because it gone already. Comrade Patricia and myself, we have a whole heap of plans for Uptown because they make 9 years pass or 8 years pass and them don't do nothing at all for this place here. And we have been walking both constituencies, we walk PAPINE together because we want to hear what the taxi man them say, we want to hear what the commuters them say, we want to hear what everybody saying, and we walk with constituencies. This is also a university town and I know that Patricia is very keen on that issue, and we want to work together to make sure that places in East Rural St. Andrew like Bedwood Gardens can benefit from it. One knows that Hope Flats so there together today can also benefit from it because we want to do one move all of the zinc fence in them places and make sure that we have communities that people can live in and university students can come and then we want to live there that people can make money in them constituencies there. Labour rights and PNP don't have no plan. But here's the problem with the labour rights. Them in power for almost 9 years, going 10 years. And them just coming with a plan. And Juliet said she work on some things up there and she did phase 1 when she should have phase 9. And it's time to vote them out because PNP have a plan to make sure that once we start, we're going to make Jamaica better from year 1 right to year 5. Howard. I'm not going to stay with any longer because I know Patricia want to talk to you and I know the party leader want to talk to you. But the only thing I ask for Eastern and Isra St. Andrew is that I want you to work together because we want both constituencies. We want a unity in both constituencies. We don't want no foolishness now because it's serious time now. And we've been on the ground for too long to lose them 2 seats here. We want to make sure every PNP come out and bring out all the voters because we must win these constituencies. Power to the people. Power, power, power.
Let's get together and feel alright.
Of course, some people up on the platform we have to say thanks and respect to. I mentioned Lady Beverly. Big up yourself, Lady Beverly Duncan. Comrade Joyce Perry Jacobs, Region 6 Women's Movement VP. Louise Newland, Council of the Admiralty. The day I'm a friend, everything alright. You never tell me say I come meet me, you treat me so. Daniela Hicklin, everybody remember Daniela, she come walk up here and she has support right now. Of course, Andrea Hilton is here. Ken Tayabas, Vivian Brown-Bound. Councillor for Greenwich Town, I see you. Carl Blake, madam see you, Carl Blake, madam see you. Brand new councillor from Pienland, Devon Smith. Let them see you, Devon. Let's see. And of course, you see the little pretty one, Kia Duncan. Kia, where are the Kia? Let them see you too. I'll soon tell you about some more people, but right now, the thing gets serious. Because the amount of people there, I don't want your taxi ready for left and you have to go home. And you have to hear the message. So this time, I want to invite on stage the lady who has caused this ruckus and excitement in this Eastern St. Andrew. A lady, a 2 times for the weekend, me and her par. And the 2 times that me and her link up, she tell the people and say, she is gone to represent the people. She vacated her post because of one place she got there right now is Eastern St. Andrew. Welcome your next member of Parliament, Patricia Oscar Sada.
What I said to you, something's good is going to happen in this year.
Something good gonna happen in this year. And why you grateful? Yeah, baby. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared. And I'm grateful. This is gonna find me here. Oh yeah.
Comrade leader, I thank you for today. We had a good day today. And comrade leader, see some people I'm not see for a long time today. Make sure say comrade leader turn around some community today. They remember their real roots today. Yes, comrades. And you know, every time I hail up comrade leader, we have to hail him rightfully. You know so? And we have to say, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Yes, comrades. And you know, comrades, I have to hail up, and I really appreciate all of the comrades them on the platform today. I appreciate, you know, Comrade Scott Motley, Donna Scott Motley, is part of our team to make sure that Eastern St. Andrew is in the winning column. You know, she's not just a senator. She's just not going to make sure that certain people get locked up. She is also going to make sure that we are in the winning column. Big up, Comrade Senator Donna Scott Motley. I want to acknowledge the mayor. Our mayor has told you that he's working for every single person in this municipality. And I can tell you that we appreciate you, Mayor, and Councillor Darrington Ferguson, and we thank you for the PAPINE markets.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up.
And you know, Comrade Peter King, come up here and say what? One Uptown! And the one uptown is Eastern St. Andrew, East Rural St. Andrew, and Southeast St. Andrew. We have to big up with neighbor, Comrade Julian Robinson. And you know, comrades, along the way, you can't get where you get in life without people holding you up and lifting you up. Right, Otis? We are lifting. Yes, because it's that we do. And you know, comrades, I want to acknowledge my sisters of the women's movement who are here with me today. VP Joyce Perry Jacobs, VP Daniela Hicklin, General Secretary Patricia Elliott, and the first president of the People's National Party Women's Movement, my stepmother, Beverly Manley Duncan.
Give me the woman and the commission, we need them. Give me the from there so we lead them. And make me up and die for you.
Yes, comrades. And there's one other very, very special woman in my heart. And she's here representing very many special women because I have no sister. And that is my sister, Dr. Kia Josina Duncan. One of our, anywhere you go as a family member, Josina, dead there for you. Yes. And you know, comrades, before me get to one now, I forget to a very special person in my life. Because many of you would have already met this man. There is no man like this man. There is no other husband in the world like this husband. My husband, Wayne Lincoln Sutherland. I want to big him up.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up the thing.
Comrades, me not go nowhere without him and him not go nowhere without me. We ever together. We are ever supported. And I love him. Yes. And we're going to lift him up together. Yes, comrades? Yes. So comrades, yes, your wife love you too. She tell me. So comrades, hey!
Nobody try to tell him nothing about me, cause I'm me no matter what the crowd wants to say. If you follow people in life, shawty keep on tripping, you are my man. Now when things seem slow, you are my man.
Yes. Now I tell you, I'm my man. I'm my man. So comrades. I also, before I get to you again, I want to big up the organizing team that I have working with me. I have a hard working team. You think this will come just easy, so? You think it come easy, so Jackie, you are part of that team. So I want to big them up, comrades. Big them up. Blow some hand for Carl Campbell, Camille Steele, Howard Madison. We can't call all of them here. Kevin Larry. So comrades, we want to do that first one because we'll get down to real things. And so you see right, yes or no? We could have organized till we're full. If you see if we don't have you, there is nothing. Big up on yourself because we're not ready to take PNP home. You are workers, you are warriors, you are supporters, you are volunteers, and you believe in the People's National Party, and that's why you are here. So comrades, yes, is that important lady? I'm coming to call you, I'm call you, out here. We're there. Women's movement, big time. Now, comrades, I want to tell you something. I want to do a little reasoning with you. When you ready for me? When you hear me? Now, I believe in participatory democracy, right? What that means, I believe in you having a say in what happens in your life. You know that, right? That's why I come and do the 20 community meeting. I go to every community and we sit down and we meet and we talk about what you want, right? But that is also why I agreed to a televised town hall meeting with the current MP. Yes. And I go, and she never come. We don't know why she never come. You understand? Me don't know why I know. But I suspect, I hear me good, I suspect that if George Davis did ask her for the almost 10 years that you have been member of parliament, what would you say you have done? I think she would have said, I did what I could and I could what I did. And I think that if George Davis did say to her, tell me about the development in Eastern St. Andrew, is this she would have said? Hold on. Play it again. You know, this sound here.
And so I say, time comes. They have not shown much development here. And so I say, time comes. They have not shown much development here.
She would say, time come. This is what she would say about Eastern St. Andrew. And so, comrades, I say to you, I know me say so, you know. She says so. You understand? And we know that time come in Eastern St. Andrew for real development and for real representation. So comrades, I don't think I need to talk anymore about my opponent because it may really make no difference. You understand? We need to talk about what we are going to do. Yes? I And so, comrades, when I sit down with you and I meet with you through those 20 meetings, you tell me, and we built your dream together. So it is now our dream, and we have a plan to make it happen, right? So that we can live our dream together. And what I heard you say, comrades, across many of the communities, is that titling is a problem. We need to get land title. Because when we get land title, we can borrow money, we can expand our life, we can earn more money. And I can tell you that I am confident that you will get your land titles, because I am working with a government that have the Porsche initiative on the table to make sure your communities can get the right infrastructure, and that have a land reform plan in place to make sure that you can get your title quick o'clock. So you see, day one, we are start work on land titling. So when I tell you all of these communities, right, we are talking about Highlight View, Land Lease, Standpipe, Vietnam, Goldsmith Villa, Tavern, Premix Road, Jarrett Lane, Chambers Lane, Standpipe, all of we are work on titling, because everybody has titling on the field.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing.
And comrades, I say to you, when we looked and we sat down, and as Comrade Peter Kinsey said, we said we're going to the receiver. Yeah, man. So, and when we say to you now, comrades, that we are going to create a university town, we mean it. Because the university town going to create some opportunity for you to earn. Because you don't just want the land title, you want to be able to earn some more money. And to earn that more money, that land title going to help you. But it also going to help you because we are going to fix NHT so you can get a build and own home loan, so you can put on the proper room then for the students, and we can create more student housing. And comrades, as I go through the communities and we have those meetings, what came up again was the ability for our young people to own their own home. And I say to you, you are working not just with an MP that is committed for that, but with a government that is committed to that. And we are committed to making sure that our young people can get a grant of $500,000 towards them down payment, and that they will be able to own their own homes and they don't have to live with you forever. Yes, comrades. And I say to you, comrades, I say to you that for your life to get better, your education have to get better, no sir? And we spoke about that. We spoke about after school program. We spoke about going to the ability to go to university. And I say to you, you are working with a government that is not only going to look about our after school program, where make sure you have your children, our children have at least one nutritious meal every day in school. We will do that. And I say to you, comrades, enough of our children have more than 10 CXC, 5 CXC, 6 CXC, and cannot get to university because they cannot afford it. We say the first in family to qualify for university is going to university, because we will make that happen. So comrades, you also ask for your own communities to have better. You know, sometimes when you go, you talk about the one uptown, some of the community then when you go in there and you sit down and you have that reasoning. And you say what it is. When you see your community in 10 years time, what you see. Oftentimes people say, we see my community make it look, it must look like Hope Pastures, it must look like Mona, it must look like Cherry Gardens. But you know, we go a little further, we say, what does your Hope Pastures look like? Yeah, because not everybody who pastors look the same. Yeah? And so in August Town, for example, you know what them tell me? You see Augustown, you see after work, outside keep. You know who pastors after work, inside keep. So in Augustown, they want some bench on the roadside. They want some domino shed on the roadside. You understand what I say? Yes. And when we go to Karachi and we ask them what for them community development look like, them say, guess what happened? A whole heap of older people living here now. So we want some exercise equipment in our park that anybody can use anytime. We don't want a gym. We just want it free for use. And we want a shuttle that can carry us from our community in a Ligani, in a PAPINE, everywhere. When you go to Augustown, them tell you so they want a shuttle too. When you go to Land Lease, them tell you so they want a shuttle too. But you see, comrades, every single thing that you have told us, we have recorded. And it is on our website called patriciaduncans.com. You can find that website. And you can see everything what you say. Right? But you know what is the other very important thing that you told me when every meeting that I had? One of the most important things is that you want to be able to have constant communication with your MP. Yes? So comrades, we can't just say, yes, we are going to make it happen. We have to go tell you we are going to make it happen. So, we had all of these meetings, 20 meetings in 2 months. So me maths it out, and me can do maths. Not like Faval with the $2,000 pro box. Me can do maths. So when I maths it out, I can meet with each community 3 times for the year. And we will look at that plan that we made together 3 times every year and see how we're doing against the plan. If we want to adjust the plan, if we want to fix the plan, or if we want to put a little more fire under the plan. Because of our plan, our dream, because we built our dream together, and time comes for we live we dream together. So comrades, we are going to be in constant communication. So I'm going to have to tell you every plan we have up here tonight. But what I can show you and what you can be assured of, that every plan that we discuss, I have discussed with all of the team in the party. And we are together as a team going to make it happen. Me and Comrade Peter King, as you say, we are work together. Because you say when we talk about University Town, one uptown, when we talk about University Town and we talk about tourism in the University Town, and we are talking about we are going for Hope River, pick up there, so, and we are going down a Bedford Gardens down there for go look on that the tour, and we are going through Land Lease with the bicycle tour because UTech is going to build the hotel. Yes. And when we talk about University Town, Jarrett Lane on there, members say you don't get left out in a car, we expand it because there's Excelsior Community College. Understand me. We are all in this thing together because I say to you, comrades, something good is going to happen in this year. I am going to be your next member of parliament. Mark Jefferson Golding is going to be your next prime minister of Jamaica. We are not only going to meet and talk about the plans, we are going to have fun together. Christmas time we are going to dance on the road. Easter time we are going to play no football and netball. We are going to have fun because there is no point in living if you are not enjoying your life. So comrades, I come to you as a person who is partnership and love. I am your partner and I will love you because you love me back. and we will love together, and we will build together, and we're going to lift up Eastern St. Andrew together. And with us, with that, we will lift Jamaica together. So, comrades, at this point in time, it is my great pleasure, because you see me now, after we know all of what we are going to do and all of this, we have to have the right person at the head of the stream. And that person must be a person that I must be able to rely on. And you can only rely on a person who is honest, a person with a clean heart, a person who have a good heart, who have clean hands. And that person is our next Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding. And comrades, I present to you Mark Jefferson Golding, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Marky G, I know you a champion. Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist. Hey! Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. See them all hype up, but that still not spite me. Rolling up, cut and got through because I love in our heart. And none of them care. Hey, Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. So me I got stand up with them face it up.
Yo, Marcus. Yeah, man. Pull up that selector. Pull it up. Comrade chairman of the meeting, comrades on the platform, special shout out to the next member of parliament for this great constituency of Eastern St. Andrew, Patricia Duncan Sutherland. Big up Comrade Patrick Peterkin, Comrade Julian Robinson, who are all candidates for the next general election. Big up Sister Beverly Mandy Duncan, stalwart to the movement. All distinguished comrades, the mayor of Kingston, Comrade Swaby. Workers and warriors, foot soldiers, supporters, who they are this evening. Yeah, man, I feel the vibes, I feel the energy, I feel the love. Yeah, man, it's nice. Yeah, so nice, man. People, Eastern St. Andrew is where I born and grow. I born in that hospital right there, so University Hospital. The road to that hospital named after my father, Golden Avenue. Yeah, man. Carried down to the Sir John Golden Rehab Center. The school beside that center is where Julian went to school, and Michael Phillips too. Hope Valley Experimental School. College Common was where I grew up, number 9 College Common. And Eastern St. Andrew has been good to me because it gave me my Empress. Yeah, man. My sweet Sandra, you know. And I want to tell you, today was a wonderful tour of the constituency. We didn't get to go to every part of the constituency, but we went to a lot of places. Starting Jarrett Lane, up to Chambers Lane, round a Standpipe. We go down a Hermitage, round Angola, into Augustown, come up to Mona Common, and here we are in PAPINE Square. And I want to big up all of my brethren who I usually play ball with on the field, which is now the football academy. It's I build that field. Yeah, man, right down beside the Preston Hall and Nettleford Hall right there, sir. Yeah, man. It was just pure bush. I would buy some stone rake and spend months preparing that field, and we used to play ball. All 2 decades we play ball there every weekend. Man from Augustown, man from Hermitage, man from Marlborough. And I've booked up a couple of them today still. In them green shirts in Hermitage. I And I say, wait, are you that? And they mug me up same way. And they say, you don't know, we have to make little money. I say, yeah man, nothing wrong, make your money here, sir. That's how labor right thing, yo. Anyway, people, it's good to be here. God knows. And you know, everywhere I go across Jamaica, the people them show me a whole heap of love. Them happy to see me. And you know, after nearly 10 years of this government, I think one of the biggest things is their sense of disappointment in this government. Disappointment in Andrew as a man who promised so much and delivered so little. And they want a government, they want politicians who don't just promise things to win favor, to get people for vote. They want people who promise things because they intend to deliver on their promises and they can be relied on, because those promises just didn't come out of a hat to sound good and try and attract votes, but those promises were based on a plan to uplift the country, a plan to develop the nation. And that is what the People's National Party is seeking to do. So I'm not running around giving everybody a whole bag of promises. I'm telling you what our plans are. Our plans are to uplift Jamaica by focusing on the real challenges facing the people. And you've heard some of them tonight. I don't want to rehearse them and go over them in detail again. But in education, we have the First in Family Scholarship Program. If you are the first person in your household to have qualified to go to a tertiary institution, a university or a college, and you're the first person in your family to do that, you'll get a full scholarship under the People's National Party. And we are going to ensure that every child who goes to school, primary or secondary, and is in need, will get a free nutritious meal every day at school. And for rural families who are struggling with the cost of transportation, 20,000 families will start it with. We have the RIDE program. So taximan and busman will get the subsidy so the children don't have to bear the full fare and the families can afford to send their children to school. We're not bringing out a whole bus who never drive on a hill yet. With the schools can't afford to maintain. We're going to empower the taximan and the busman them in the same way that we're going to empower the farmers to deliver the food that we're going to feed the children. Good, nutritious Jamaican food. We have a great plan for housing. We have been, after the last 10 years, the government has performed so badly when it comes to affordable housing for the people. There's been a construction boom, but it's for people who have money, people who done set already. What about the people who can't afford a house and want a house? What about them? Well, the People's National Party cares about you. That is what we are here for, to deliver solutions to make your lives better. And we plan to build 50,000 houses over the first 5 years. We're identifying the land already. And we're going to make those lands available for development. And we're not going to charge the value of the land in the price of the house. So you're going to get a more affordable house. And when you buy, the day you buy that house, you'll be a richer person because you'll own the land that is part of that house and you won't have had to pay for it. And if you're a young Jamaican struggling to buy a house because you don't know how you're going to afford the deposit, if you've been in the NHT for 2 years, we are going to establish a fund within the NHT that will provide you with a grant. You don't have to pay it back, $500,000 to cover your deposit so you can step up in life and own your own home. And we have the rent-to-own plan. The rent-to-own plan is this: if you can't prove your income because you don't get a formal pay slip, you might be hustling for yourself. You might have your little business. Or you might be working for somebody, but they're not a big employer. They don't generate. They don't have no big accounting department for generating a pay slip. So you can't show your income. We will say, hey, you can go into the house, the NHT house that we're building, as a tenant. And if you can show that you're through making the monthly payments equivalent to the mortgage, after a short period of time, we're thinking of 6 months, we'll say, yeah, that proves your income. You don't need a pay slip. You can get the mortgage and you can step up from being a tenant to being an owner. And for all those people who live on government land and have lived on government land for long periods of time, we're going to ensure that you get the right to acquire that land and become an owner with a title of that land. And we're going to do it on reasonable terms. So we want to empower the Jamaican people. So many of our people for centuries have been denied their rights and denied the fruits of this country. The next People's National Party wants to oversee the biggest transfer of wealth from the state to the people. And that is why we're going to have a very progressive land policy. So people, these are some of the things that we have been penetrating. And these are things that we intend to do for the people. And when you look at other aspects of it, beaches, we want to ensure that the people of the country can have access to the beautiful beaches of the country. And we're going to work out how we do that. Working with the hotel sector. We don't want to disrupt the health the tourism industry. No, we're going to partner with them. But the people must come first and the people must have access to beaches in this country. It happens in every other Caribbean country. Why it can't happen in Jamaica? We're not good enough to our own beaches. No, nothing to go so. So comrades, these are some of the things we want to do. I've always been a believer in social transformation. That's why I asked Patricia to shadow it, because she's a believer in it also. She's also a believer in it. When I was Minister of Justice, I said, Lord have mercy, look how much youth face pressure from the police for a little draw weed or a spliff. And I said, no, we're going to decriminalize personal use of ganja, so them can't arrest and charge you for a spliff or a draw weed or even a chalice. And if you have a police record for personal use from before, you have a right to get it expunged, so you can travel, go a foreign, or you can work in the public sector, which is before was denied to anybody who had a little criminal record for possession of a little draw weed. So that was then, and we developed the ganja industry as a lawful industry for medical and therapeutic ganja. But the labor right, them take it and them wreck it. And we have to fix it now, because small farmers must have a place in that industry. They're the ones who build the brand. Rastafari build the brand too, and they must have a special place. The Maroons too. Indigenous groups must be respected as part of the constitutional reform of the country. So people, we have a whole heap of good ideas, and all of our ideas are about empowering the mass of the people. And of course the business community don't have to fret, because we're going to ensure that the bureaucracy is as efficient as it can be. I personally am going to put that as my portfolio, making government more efficient. I'm going to chair a task force, a working group with the right people on it, so that if all the rules of government that make life frustrating for people who deal with government and don't make no sense, we're going to cut out those things, and we're going to deal with the things in a way that people can say, yeah, Jamaica's a good place to do business. Jamaica's a place where you can get through fast. Jamaica's a place where you have to spend a bag of money to do something which shouldn't cost an whole heap of money. That is what we are about, so the business community can thrive and can invest in the country. And for the small business and the startup business, we're going to develop a special set of rules for you. We're not going to charge any income tax on the business for the first 3 years of operations. And we're going to do other things to make life better for the small business community. Because right now, the government provides resources through the Development Bank of Jamaica for lending to small business, but most of it never gets disbursed. wealth never gets into the hands of small business. We have to pierce through those things and ensure that the funds that are allocated for small business are distributed to small business so they can grow, because small business is some of the biggest employers in the country, and that's where you can have innovation. The natural brilliance of the Jamaican people as entrepreneurs and innovators can come through and help to grow our economy. We have a stagnant economy right now, not going in Jamaica. When I ask people in the real sector, them tell me that sales are down. When I talk to officials in the government, they say tax revenue is down. We're in a slump. This government doesn't know how to grow the economy, because this government doesn't realize that the key to it is to build the human capital and to ensure that the bureaucracy works for the people. Foreign direct investment in the country is about 1/3 of where it was when we were last in government. The productivity of the country has fallen. If you look at the total output, national output, divided by the number of workers, that number has been coming down. That means less productive. All of those things mean that the Jamaica Labour Party is not delivering progress, and we have to change that. So the question now is, how do we change that? And that's where you come in, my people. That's where you come in. We know so we're not ready, you know. We know so we don't want to see the change, you know. You know, so you want a government, you can be proud of a government that is not here to rip and scrape. A government that is here to make the people's life better. A government you can have trust and confidence in. And all them are go on and them are delay and them are put it back and put it back. The end of this government is nigh. It is coming. Them can't escape it. And comrades, when that time come, you know what you have to do. Yeah man, don't be complacent. Don't take nothing for granted. Get out early. Put your X beside the head. If you live in Eastern St. Andrew, put your X beside the head for Patricia Duncan Sutherland. If you live in East Rural St. Andrew, put your X beside the head for Patrick Peter King. I want to say one little thing. We have a wicked tune where we released the other day, you know? Yeah man, we're marching on to progress. It'll take life on the road, you know? You want to see Labour right, dance to it to them. Yeah man. Yeah man. Boy, it's nice to tell. But I want to tell some of the little GLP apologists in the media, and don't worry yourself. I love we are dealing with, you know. The word is love, you know. When we talk about we are blood and fire, comrade. We're resilient. We're passionate. We're determined to see change. We're not afraid of nobody. We are going to do what we have to do. But we are doing it within the law. And we are doing it with love for our country. Because we love Jamaica. And we love our people. So you don't have to worry about that. Just enjoy the music, man. Lick it again, the selector. That's who they come to and repeat. Do it out nice. Yeah, man. I want to big up all of my South St. Andrew people, them too, you know. Power junglers, how you mean? So people, them no need for fret, man. We have blood and fire, comrade, but the word is love same way. We're serious, yes. We're determined, yes. We're resilient, yes. We're full of vibes and energy, yes. But the word is love, man. Yeah, man, always love. So people, don't fret about this thing. Change is gonna come. Better must come. God is in the vessel. Want a more righteous Jamaica. A Jamaica where all of we can be proud of our leaders. We can pull together in one direction. We can respect our constitution. We can reform it in ways that make sense for the people. We can build an economy that is inclusive, where everybody has a place, where people can make money, where the state is there to look after people who need help and to ensure that small business can thrive and big business can invest and expand the economy. We are a class alliance. We're for each and every one. As long as you come with a positive intention for Jamaica, the People's National Party is there for you every time. So comrades and friends, what a evening, what a vibes, what a wonderful day. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you for your love of the People's National Party. Oh, you mean? Time go round. Some are go charge for corruption.
I have done something wrong, but they trying to keep me down. Oh, God bless, no one curse. Thank God I'm not the worst.
It must come one day. PAPINE. Oh, you mean?
It
must come one day. Yeah. It must come, yeah. Big up Delroy Wilson. People, me don't talk. One love here, so power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people.
What do you know about real leader? What do you know about real leader? Remember, tomorrow night, 5:30, with the Nannyville. Everybody, stand to your feet as we as comrades sing our anthem. Everybody, Lover's Choice.
The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all. So awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to be loyal and faithful to
Thank you very much, comrade. Make your way home safely. Remember, tomorrow night, Nannyville with them. We are supporting there. We are support PAPINE, support Eastern St. Andrew.
Stop playing.
People, bless upon yourself and thanks for being here. 3 hours me there. The word is love here. Star girl, good to see you. Everybody, bless up, bless up, bless up. Patricia, thanks for the donation. Pat W and Prudence, and a big up on yourself, thanks for the donations, alright? Look more, big up sooner or later.